And then I got my second guitar, a Vox. It said Vox on the end, and I didn't know what Vox was, but I discovered later. It was a Strat, and I bought this Darbon amp. Was an accordion amp, which was unusual, but it was big, 15-inch speaker, 60 watts, reverb built in, 3-band EQ, bloody heavy. But it was a solid state one, but the speaker was big, so it was heavy. The Vox guitar wasn't much, and I think it lasted about 3 months. Again, the action was high, but it was electric, and I could turn it up loud and really annoy the neighbours. So I asked my dad if he would loan me some money. We used to have this music shop near us. In a little path down by the station was a shop called the Bandbox. Great name, eh? And in there I'd seen this Antoria. They had a Gibson Les Paul in there, and it was £480, which was unattainable in what would have been 1970. So there was an Antoria copy. Antoria was made by Ibanez, their cheap end, but it was the top of the cheapest range. Nice guitar. Had you can't really see it in the picture, but it had inlay all up the neck. This like vine growing up the neck. Yeah. And then it was behind the tailpiece was also inlaid in mother of pearl. Sunburst. Played really, really nice. £165. I think at the time my father was earning £40 a week. So that was a month's money for him.
Right, yeah.
And bless him, they found the money. I think they had a little bit of savings. Not much. We weren't rich. We weren't well off. But I suppose after 3 months of me moaning about it, they gave in, and they thought my future was assured. It'll be the last one I ever buy. I promise. This is the one I need. Little did they know. Anyway, so I bought the Antoria guitar from the Bandbox, and it was great, really. Because I had the accordion amp, it wouldn't overdrive, so everything was clean. But most of the stuff we were doing with this band, which was called Sea Air, that sort of gives you a sort of very clean type of song. We're doing Sade stuff and all that. Nothing heavy, you know.
Yeah.
It was a covers band, and we played what was in England was working men's clubs in those days, and pubs. We used to go and play in pubs, and the working men's club was like a Saturday night dance, and we go and play there. We played a few around southeast London, but we didn't work that much, but we rehearsed a lot. And I remember the drummer Paul Sonji, the bass player Ray Bradbury, an American guy called Rick playing Fender Rhodes, and another Rick playing acoustic guitar, electrified acoustic guitar, and I played that. And there was a really weird singer. She was older than the rest of us, let's say, but she was quite sexy in her own way. But she had a really stupid name, which was Nuena. We found out later her real name was Pat. Anyway, so Nuena sounded more exotic than Pat.
That was her artistic name.
Yeah, that was her artistic name, yeah. Anyway, I had that for a while. It's very strange that I can't remember selling very many of my guitars, but they've all gone, so I must have done it. I only remember buying the next one. And the next one I bought was an Olympic. I bought it in Kingston from King's Music. If you can hear that in the background, that's the dog having a drink. So, I bought an Olympic. It was an arch top, no pickup, but I was thinking I would be a jazz guitar player, so I bought one of those, and I never was a jazz guitar player. But it was a really nice thing. I do remember selling it to a man called Stan who worked at Bentle's in Kingston. He was a van driver, and he was very much into jazz, and that's what he wanted, and I sold it to him. So that's the story of those.